In this video, we're going to learn how to use Excel to find some values in statistics. So Excel works a lot the same way as a Word document does. You've got these different sections here with a whole bunch of different tools that you can use. So if we were going to use the data set found here, and we want to find our mean, median, mode, minimum, maximum, interquartile range, etc., the first thing we need to do is enter the values into the cells. Okay, so each one of these here is called a cell. You can see that the columns are named A, B, C, D, and the rows are named 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I wanted to name this specific cell, this one would be called A10. Okay, so we always name them by the column and then the row, so a bit opposite from what we're used to. So if you want to enter in a data value, you just have to click on it and type it there. Okay, so I'm going to enter 1, 2, 4, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 9, 9, and 10. Now, if I had made a little error and I needed to go back and type something else in here, I wouldn't be able to just retype it as is. I would need to go up to this pane right here and make my changes in there. Okay, so that's the way to enter in data values. Now, if you want to find equations, to change this cell from just text into an equation, you have to write an equal sign. Okay, so as soon as I write that equal sign, I can do all sorts of pretty amazing math stuff. So if I do 10 plus 10, press enters, that's actually going to give me my value here. And you can see up here in this area here, this gives you what you've actually entered in. Okay, so in our case though, we want to find the mean. So I'm going to go up here and go under the formulas section. I'm going to look under more functions just because I know that's where it is, under statistics. And instead of mean, Excel has entered in as average. So I'm going to go average. Okay, so now it's asking me to enter in my numbers. And it's already kind of pre-guessed what I'd want to do. It's guessed that I want to do A8 and B8, but I don't want that. I want to do A8 all the way to 817. So I click on it and I hold my mouse down as I drag across and select that, okay? Alternatively, you could have just entered in there A8 colon A17 to get that data value. I press OK, and there we go. I've got my average or my mean of 5.9. If I want to find my median, now I could have gone and I could go through here and go formulas again, under more functions, statistics, and see if I can find my median, which is right here. I could do it that way, but instead what I'm going to do is it's like an autocomplete. I press equals and then I start typing me, and there it comes up. So then if I double click on this, it selects that for me. It shows me that I have my median. I select my data set, so click down and I drag while I'm holding that right mouse button my entire data, and then all I need to do is I need to close my bracket here. So I close my bracket, so it's the median, and it's showing that I'm finding the median of the values from A8 to A17. I press enter, and there's my median. And if you went through in the normal way that we have in math, you would find that that's actually the value. Okay, so let's try again. Equals, see if autocomplete works. MO mode, there we go. Double click on it, and my mode for these values, A8, 817, yet again dragging down, close that bracket, so I have to type in the close bracket myself, press enter, and I've got my mode. Perfect. Okay, now if I want to find my minimum, enter into my cell, press equals, try autocomplete, what do I get? Min. Okay, in this case the minimum value is found by putting min. Oops, double click on that. Again, I have my open bracket. Okay, and I'm going to select all my values. I close my bracket again, press enter, and my minimum value. Check that that's right. Yep, it's a 1. Autocomplete, again for maximum, I get equal. Start typing max. There we go, I have my max value. I double click on this one, and you can see right here, it kind of explains to you what each of these is, just to make sure that you've got the right one. So if I double click on this, it opens my bracket, and you can see here, this is telling me what each one of these things is. So if I click on number 1, well, I guess it doesn't tell me anything, but there we go. Okay, so I close this, close my bracket, press enter, and that's my maximum value. You can see that's right with 10. Q1, okay. in this case, I want to try quartile. And this is the one you want, just quartile, none of these extra things. So double click on it. And it shows you that you want an array and which quartile you want. So the array, that just means your data set. So yet again, I select my data set by scrolling down, holding down the left mouse button. And don't close my bracket yet, because first they want the array, then they want a comma, and they want the quartile. So as soon as I put that comma in, these different options come in. So if I put 0, I would end up with my minimum value. If I put in a 1, I would end up with my first quartile. If I put a 2, I would end up with my median value. So that's just another way that you could have got this median here, your minimum and your maximum value. In this case, though, we want our first quartile. So if I double click on that, it puts in the right value for me, close my bracket, press enter. Okay, next one, quartile again. Double click on that, put in my array and comma, and then I'm going to put my, which one is it? Third quartile this time. Good. So that's how you find your third quartile. Now for the interquartile range, if you remember, it's just the third quartile. So if I click on this value here, my third quartile, it selects D11, which is the name of this cell. And if I put a subtraction in and I select the value for my first quartile, if I press enter, that gives me the value of 7 minus 4.5. So we can do another equation here for the range. Put my equal sign in to change it into an equation. Then what I need to do, I need my maximum value. So I click on G8, add a subtraction sign there, and click on F8. If I press enter, that's going to give me my range. So there you go. We've got basically our 5-number set plus a few extras, just using a few simple equations in Excel.